Hi students, today I will explain you the topic principle of duality in simplex method. As you know already how to write dual, so this is the problem based on principle of duality. See what they have given the question now. See, maximum z equals to 3x1 plus 4x2 subject to the constraints. The condition here is if the objective function is maximum, then all the constraints must be having a less than or equal to sign. So here the second constraint is greater than or equal to. That means we are multiplying this equation with -1. Then the constraint symbol will become less than or equal to. That's why I have written here. It is a maximum objective functions. All the constraints must be having a less than or equal to sign. So multiply the equation 2 with -1. See it is minus x1 minus x2 which is of less than or equal to -4, which I have written here. So now the given linear programming problem will become a primal solution. We are converting the primal solution to dual solution. Okay. Now the primal solution is this. See, maximum z equals to 3x1 plus 4x2. Whatever the objective function they have given, we are writing like that. Subject to the constant, the first constant is not changing. And the second constant is minus x1 minus x2, which is of less than or equal to -4. And x1 minus 3x2 is less than or equal to 3. Now, our duality concept, which is having the primal solution, is satisfied. If it is a maximum objective function, the constraints must be having less than or equal to. If it is a minimum objective function, all the constraints must be changed towards a greater than or equal to sign. So now the given question, the given linear programming problem has been changed to a problem which is of primal solution. Okay. Now we are writing the dual towards this primal solution. See here. For dual, you are having some concept, that is we has to change the maximum objective function z to minimum z star. Here it is maximum in primal, here it will be minimum in dual. So see, here it is maximum, it is minimum here. Here it is z, here it is z star. Here you are having the variables x1 and x2. Here you will be having the variables in order to y's, that is y1, y2, y3, like that. Okay. The constraints here, how many constraints you are having? 1, 2, 3. These constraints will be changing to variables in dual. See how many variables you are having here? y1, y2, y3. Understood, no? And the constraints here 3 will be changed to variables, and here the variables are 1, 2, that is x1 and x2 will be changed to constraints. So that is your solution towards the dual from primal. Okay, I have written that primal solution to dual solution. So here I am writing y1, y2, y3. How I am going to write, must see. Now I am writing the objective function values, that is the right hand side b values will be your coefficients for your objective function. Okay, so y1 minus 4y2 plus 3y3, that is your objective function. Okay, now the constants will become as y1 minus y2 plus y3. Here it is less than or equal to. Now it will be changing to greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to the x1 and x2 coefficients. What are those x1 and x2 coefficients, ma? 3 and 4. Those I have written here. Now you may have idea regarding this, the changing from primal to dual. Okay. Now we have to write the standard LPP form. What is the standard LPP form? as you already know, if the objective function is of minimization in your simplex method, we are changing it to maximum. So here you are having minimum z star. See, minimum z star. That's why it will be changed to maximum z double star. Here it is star. Here you will be getting maximum z double star, which is having a multiplication sign. Sorry, a subtraction sign. We are multiplying that maximum z double star with minus. Okay. Therefore, maximum z double star will become minus minimum z star. So, whatever the objective function is there of minimum z star, that will be multiplied with minus 1. Okay. Now, maximum z double star is equals to, see, minus y1 plus 4y2 minus 3y3. And these are all the values. As this is the dual problem, we are having two constants as greater than or equal to. If the constants are having greater than or equal to sign, then what the methods we are using? Either big M method or two-phase method. So I am using big M method. As these two are greater than or equal to constants, I am using big M method. So I am changing that constants by subtracting one surplus variable and adding one artificial variable. So subject to y1 minus y2 plus y3 minus s1 plus a1, which is equal to 3, and the second constant is minus y1 minus y2 minus 3y3 minus s2 plus a2 is equals to 4. Now we have introduced our surplus variables and artificial variables. What is the next step to do? We have to find out the IBFS, that is initial basic feasible solution. How you are finding out the IBFS? We has to give the variables values as 0, that is y1, y2 and y3 as zeros. Here the decision variables have been changed, while in primal solution the decision variables are x1 and x2, but in dual we are having the decision variables as y1, y2, y3. Okay, right. So after substituting y1, y2, y3 as 0, what you will get here? a1 equals to 3 and a2 equals to 4. Okay. Now we have to get the objective function, which is of maximum z double star, is nothing but substituting all these values, all these values as zeros. Then what you will get? Minus m into a1 minus m into a2. So substitute a1 value as 3 and a2 value as 4. You will get minus 7. Now we are giving the initial simplex table. Okay. So this is a case of unbounded. I will tell you how it is unbounded. See, initial simplex table, as you already know the proforma, CB, basic variables XB, X1, X1 not, Y1, Y2, Y3, S1, S2, A1 and A2. We are, as you already know, how to write the coefficients for this, but again I will tell you. The basic variables are a1 and a2, which is towards your equal to before value, that is a1 and a2. a1 is nothing but 3 and a2 is nothing but 4. What are the coefficients for these two, a1 and a2, in the standard LPP form objective function? That is minus m and minus m. That's why we have written as minus m and minus m. So this is your values. We are finding out z double star here. The z double star is nothing but 3 into minus m plus 4 into minus m. How much you will get? Minus 7m. Zj. What is the formula here? Same formula. Xj into Cb. Okay. So here you will get the value as 1 into minus m plus minus 1 into minus m. You will get 0 here. Here minus 1 into minus m plus minus 1 into minus 1. You will get 2m. Similarly, we are finding out the values of Zj. What is the next step? We have to find out Zj minus Cj. So here 1 minus of minus 1. You will get 0 minus of minus 1. You will get 1. 2m minus 4. You will get 2m minus 4. Here 2m minus of minus 3. You will get 2m plus 3. Similarly, we are having to get all this Zj minus Cj. So, if we take the value of m as a largest penalty, as we are using the big M method, we are taking the values for your artificial variables as minus m if the objective function is maximum. If the objective function is minimum, we are taking the values for your coefficients of artificial variables as plus m. That you have to remember. Okay. So here all Zj minus Cj is greater than or equal to 0. Since the solution is optimum but unbounded. Why it is unbounded? Since both the artificial variables are appeared in your simplex table. See, no artificial variable is as outgoing variable, but the optimality condition is satisfied. Hence, it is an unbounded solution. If all these values, all Zj minus Cj is not greater than or equal to 0, then we may continue still up to the optimality condition. And what is our main aim? Both the artificial variables has to be as outgoing variables. If they are still appeared, the solution will be unbounded. And that's why. Thank you.